I'm always talking about magnification, but I'm going to add in the ramping effect too, especially when we're watching the sun depart our line of sight. We always have our perspective, number one, to deal with, but then we have our convergence line. And when the convergence occurs, you cannot see past a convergence, by the way. If you ran two parallel lines when they met, if you tried to see beyond them, all you'd see is the two lines meeting. So you never really get to actually see beyond that convergence line. And that's something that, you know, even Glovers don't, I don't think fully understand how, if you wanted to talk about convergence, the only way to get past that convergence is to have um, basically a bigger, better zoom, which you're only going to have angular resolution to a certain point anyhow. So you got to take that into consideration too, and a lot of people don't. Now, one of the good things about this too is not only did I catch the sun, I always say too it it misshapes, it displaces the sun's shape um, to more into a oblate spheroid instead of an actual um, true full circle. um, and at times it is a true full circle, but when it gets towards the horizon, it seems to shape shift. Um, and one of the ways that I'm going to show it is I'm going to take a picture, a screenshot out of this picture right here shortly. And I sped a lot of this up, 5 times the speed, and then I slowed it down for this portion. Um, I take a screenshot right around in here, and then what I do is I take and put a circle on it, and you see how it should be completely out of the screen, but it's not. It's still within the screen at the top, but it is bigger at the bottom. So every time it goes through these different density layers, it actually does get magnified, and that's why it seems to maintain its size. And it's not due to, I mean, Globers always say, well, it should get smaller, it should get smaller. But like I say, every time we see it go through these different um, density layers, it actually gets bigger. So in turn, it would be like having a pendulum above your head with a circle on it. It's only going to go, I mean, it's going to be the same distance, whether it's straight up above or whether it's out in front of you. The difference is the convergence lines, perspective. Um, Now, here I'm adding on another um, filter, and I wish I would have got a little better of a focus on this. I didn't quite get a good focus on it. But right here is where it starts hitting the water. But then what I want to do is I want to show the sunspot here, how you cannot have this happen unless there is a ramping up effect of this mirroring that occurs over the water. And when you have this mirroring, it literally does ramp up. Now, would we see the sun get smaller if this ramping wasn't there? It's quite possible, but again, like I say, it's constantly getting magnified, and when you magnify an object, it gets magnified all the way around. So there is a magnification happening, and right here you can see you would not see that if that surface was completely flat. Now, is it the water that's mirroring? No, it is the atmosphere that causes this mirroring effect, and it causes this ramping up effect. So we're getting cut off at the horizon. That's why you see boats appear to be cut off sometimes. And then again, on clear days of visibility, I've been actually closer to the water, lower to the water, and was able to catch a boat much further out than on other days where there's heavy mirroring. The boat seems to be cut off. It's bigger, it's closer, but yet it's still being cut off. Now, is that due to curvature? No, that's due to this mirroring effect occurring. Now, I did take two pictures of screenshots of right here. You can see we're about what I call the convergence line, actually, where the mirroring edge ends upward. Okay, it's bending upwards. It's a bent mirror upwards. It's just like a ramp, bicycle ramp. Um, and then here's the other picture where it's cutting through the elongated sunspot. All right, thanks for watching. I hope it helps.